Girl, your heart gave you away.
You sat down 2 stools too far, but kept glancing over at the bar. You laughed loud, but your eyes stayed blue. Boy, your boots told on you too.
You say you're over all we had, but baby, you still look that mad. Ain't no shame in wanting to stay. Your feet just gave your mouth away. Boots don't lie, but hearts do. You say you're done, but I see through. That stomp says leave, but the turn says wait. You're dancing with pride, not with faith. We keep walking like we're through, but our boots still find the truth. Talk is cheap and tears ain't new. Boots don't lie, but hearts do.
You toast your glass, act just fine, but your toe tapped twice in time with mine. You fake a grin, sip slow and sly, but your silence says why'd we say goodbye?
You wear that red like you moved on, but you played our song all night long. You turn away like you don't care,
But girl, your boots still take you there. You say you're gone, but you linger close.
you say it's done, but I still know. We don't need a full review. Our boots just walked us back to truth. Don't lie, but hearts do. We're fake and strong, but we're not through. You cross the room just not to stay, but every step says come my way. We keep pushing, me and you, but our boots still find the truth. You say you're gone, but your heart never flew. Boots don't lie, but hearts do. Maybe we just talk too loud. Maybe we both act too proud. But maybe if we drop the show, our feet would take us home. Boots don't lie, but hearts do. We keep pretending, but we both knew. Every shuffle, every slide still brings us side by side. You say it's over, I say it's true, but we ain't fooling no one but me and you. So darling, what we gonna do? 'Cause boots don't lie, but hearts do.
I still remember that old screen door creaking soft like it did before. Mama humming low in her faded gown, while the sunset wrapped around our town. Daddy's boots by the rocking chair, coffee steam in the evening air. We didn't have much, but we had enough. A little house, a lot of love. Back when the porch light stayed on, we always knew where we belonged. Hearts were strong, nights were long, but somehow we kept holding on. Back when the porch light stayed on. The radio played a gentle tune as Grandma rocked by the silver moon. when the porch light stayed on. Now the house is still and the fields are dry, but I still see that glow in my mind's eye. No matter how far I may roam, that little light still leads me home. Back when the porch light stayed on, we found our peace in a world long gone. Faith was deep, love was strong, and no one ever felt alone. Back when the porch light stayed on.
Say much when the sun goes down, just rosin that bail and spin around while the world's still talking in black and white. She sings in colors through strings at night. No long speeches, no fancy lines, just a lonesome waltz in 3/4 time. I swear I knew her deepest truth when she bent that note in sweet vermouth. She talks in fiddle tunes, speaks with fire under Texas moons. Every slide, every sway, says what words could never say. She don't cry, she don't swoon, she just lets that redwood croon. Yeah, she don't speak, but she sure moves. She talks in fiddle tunes. I asked her once, what's on your mind? She played me back in 6/8 time, a whisper soft in G and D, and suddenly she undressed me. She talks in fiddle tunes, speaks with fire under Texas moons. Every slide, every sway, says what words could never say. She don't cry, she don't swoon, she just lets that redwood croon. She don't speak, but she sure moves. She talks in fiddle tunes. When the lights go low and the bar turns hush, she'll pull that bow and hearts will rush. One solo break and you'll believe that strings can preach and songs can breathe. She talks in fiddle tunes, tells the truth neath neon runes. No need for lines, no need for lies, she says it all with closed eyes. So if you hear that sweet monsoon, it ain't just notes beneath the moon. That's her heart and every bruise. She talks in fiddle tunes. What's on your mind? She played me back in 6/8 time, but we were soft in fiddle tunes. She talks in fiddle tunes. She talks in fiddle tunes. She talks in fiddle tunes. When the lights go low and the bar turns
just one glance. Dared the jukebox to give us a dance. Told me lies that felt worthwhile. Girl, there's danger in your smile.
You play cool, but your charm's on fire. You speak sweet, but your eyes conspire. That grin could light this place for miles. Yeah, there's whiskey in your smile.
There's whiskey in your smile, burning slow and wild. One sip and I forget my name. Two steps in, I'm back in the flame. Look like that should come with a trial. There's heartbreak in your whiskey smile.
You laughed and leaned into my space, set my heart to a reckless pace. Said one more round, girl, I'd run a mile to chase the fire in your smile.
You said my name like it was sin. Pulled me close, then out again. A love like yours don't come in style, but I keep falling for that smile.
It's smooth like southern rye at night, believes you heard by morning light. That curve of lips, it's dressed in guile. Yeah, there's whiskey in your smile. There's whiskey in your smile, sweet and full of trial. You laugh and I forget my pain, then fall back in that crazy lane. That crooked grin should be on file. There's heartbreak
In your whiskey smile.
I should leave, but I pour one more.
I should stop, but I'm at your door.
We crash, we burn, we spin, we sway, but darling, we still love that way. There's whiskey in your smile, like midnight on the dial. It burns me down and lifts me high. It makes me live, then wonder why. But I'll chase it every mile. There's forever in your whiskey smile. You rolled up late in a beat-up Ford, boots on the dash like you on the floor, grin like trouble, smiled like sin. Lord help me, I let you in.
You had a spark in your southern sway, lit up the room like a Cabernet, talked like a dare, danced like a flame, and I knew right then I'd take the blame.
You said, boy, I don't chase slow.
I said, well, let's see how this goes. One spin, one slide, next thing we knew, we were dancing straight into deja vu. We're two-stepping through trouble, kicking dust in a neon bubble. You stir the storm, I fan the flame. We laugh too loud and play that game. Hearts on fire, boots in rubble. Love ain't clean, it pops like double. We ain't saints, but we're real and true. Two-stepping through trouble, me and you. We talk too loud, we drink too fast, but we never let a good time pass. You flirt like hell, I spin you wide. You roll your eyes, but you never hide.
Your mama warned me, said he's no prize, but I like danger with cowboy eyes. We don't match, but we sure collide when the band kicks low and the doors swing wide.
You lead me wrong, but I don't care. You bring the wild, I'll meet you there.
If loving loud means breaking rules, then babe, let's dance like honky-tonk fools.
We're two-stepping through trouble, like love don't need no shovel. You throw sand nights,
but we chase storms and barroom lights.
so let the crowd stare, let them judge. We've got rhythm,
grit, and a honky-tonk grudge. We're two-stepping through trouble, boots slam down like a rumble.
we ain't perfect, but we're proud. We love too fierce, we laugh too loud.
Hearts that rumble, hands that double. In a world of rules, we burst the bubble. Still spinning strong in this dance for two. Two-stepping through trouble,
Me and you.
lipstick, pretending I'm stoned. You said, darling, didn't we swear last time? And I said, yeah, but lies still rhyme.
You wore that scent I can't forget, same as the night our hearts first met. You laughed and said, this ain't a tune, just barroom promises and cheap perfume.
Barroom promises and cheap perfume,
Where hearts get loud in a lonesome room.
we swear we're done and start again, with one slow dance and 2 shots of sin.
We say never by the neon bloom, but we're still caught in this old saloon.
Barroom promises and cheap perfume.
I told myself don't take that seat, but your eyes lit fire under my feet. You poured me a lie with that sideways grin, and I drank every drop you poured me in.
You look like hurt with a little hope, all cowboy charm and unraveling rope. I said this time, let's not resume, but your kiss still smelled like cheap perfume. Barroom promises and cheap perfume,
Words that vanish by the afternoon.
we swear we're wise and fall too fast, try to rewrite what couldn't last. We say goodbye but make more room for one more lie beneath this moon. Barroom promises and cheap perfume. We both know how this ends, but we're better at breaking than being friends. And as long as this jukebox plays our tune, we'll be singing in shadows and smelling like truth. Barroom promises and cheap perfume, a love too wild, a heart too soon. We dance in smoke, we fade in light, we fall apart about every night. But I take you back like I always do, with nothing left but a worn out tune. Barroom promises and cheap perfume.
We both know how this ends,
But we're better at breaking than being friends.
and as long as this jukebox plays our tune,
We'll be singing in shadows and smelling like truth. Barroom promises and cheap perfume, a love too wild, a heart too soon. We dance in smoke, we fade in light, we fall apart about every night. But I take it back like I always do, with nothing left but a worn out tune. Barroom promises
I ain't dressed in no white robe. I got a river running past my tires, and a heart full of dirt and wildfire. Preacher talks in suits and pews, but my church wears mud on boots. I found grace in the wild and wide, where the Spirit rides shotgun by my side. It's a back road baptism in dust and light, where the soul begins, where the wind sings hymns through pine and wire, and the holy rolls on rubber tires. No stained glass, no cathedral kiss, just freedom in a place like this. I ain't washed in water clear, but Lord, I found you out here. Mama prayed I'd come back home, but I found truth in red dirt roads, in every mile an engine hum. I heard the voice I was running from. It's a back road baptism, forgiveness in the setting sun, with bugs on glass and gravel prayers. I lost my guilt out in the air. No choir robe, no scripted bliss, just backbeat grace and a rebel's kiss. I ain't dressed for heaven near, but Lord, I feel you out here. Sometimes mercy wears worn tires, sometimes faith lights campfire, and sometimes love don't preach in lines. It revs its soul in overtime. It's a back road baptism, hands up high, no catechism, just a howl and an open sky, and tears I didn't mean to cry. If heaven's waiting past this field, then I've already learned to kneel. I ain't clean, but I'm sincere from this back road baptism out here. Met her down on Music Row with a six-string case and a voice like gold. She sang to the sky, I tapped my boots, fell in love right there under country roots. We played the bars, we played the streets, two worn hearts and no defeat. A mason jar for dimes and dreams, built our life on chords and themes. It's heartbeats and hammered strings, living wild off what music brings, strumming love in a worn out key, but the rhythm's strong and it sets us free. Every note, every song we sing, it's heartbeats and hammered strings. Rain or shine, we don't slow down, just chasing gigs from town to town. She hums the words, I play the line. Together we're a freight train on time. Yeah, it's heartbeats and hammered strings, living wild off what music brings, strumming love in a worn out key, but the rhythm's strong and it sets us free. Every note, every song we sing, it's heartbeats and hammered strings.
nights, or limousine, just her smile and a tambourine. We ain't rich, but we're alive. With every crowd we start to thrive. It's heartbeats and hammer strings, from honky-tonks to county kings. With fire in our hands and truth that rings, yeah, we make our way with broken wings, still dancing in what life might bring. With heartbeats and hammered strings. Tuesday night, with nothing but your ghost and neon light. My guitar's missing its B string, but I still play like I'm the king. I tried writing songs to make you cry, but the chords were wrong and my beer went dry. Now I'm singing it loud in a smoky dive, just glad to be barely alive. I'm out of tune and over you. My heart's still cracked, but my soul's brand new. You took the dog, I kept the blues. But honey, look, my boots still move. You thought I'd break, but I just bent. Turned heartbreak into rent. So here's to love that's overdue. I'm out of tune and over you. My buddies laugh when I hit that flat, but they still cheer when I swing my hat. You haunt the hook, I wreck the rhyme, still smiling through this missing time. I'm out of tune and over you. Still off key, but I'm pushing through. You burned the bridge, I built the stage. Now I play heartbreak out of rage. I ain't slick, but I've improved. Got whiskey lungs and nothing to prove. So raise a glass to love untrue. I'm out of tune and over you. Some find peace in silence still. I find mine with a jukebox thrill. So let it screech and let it slide. At least I feel this mess inside. I'm out of tune and over you. Still strumming like the lost and true. You're long gone, I'm still in bars, turning pain into drunken stars. I don't need a perfect key, just a song that sets me free. So here I stand, just passing through, out of tune, but over you. Told my girl I was working late. Boss had me running, just can't wait. But the mud on my tires told a different tale,
and the perfume in the cab was a warning bell. Said I just grabbed a bite and drove on home, but my shirt was wrinkled, my phone was gone. She found a lipstick print on the rearview glass. Now I'm sitting here caught redneck fast. Blame it on my pickup truck alibi. Should've wiped the seat and let the engine lie. Left a beer can rolling in the bed and a love note I ain't even read. Now I'm begging with my boots untied and a doghouse bigger than the countryside. If you're gonna run, don't forget to lie or clean your pickup truck alibi. The tire's still warm, the gas tank low. She knew I wasn't watching late night shows. Radio preset on a love song station, that ain't my taste. That's temptation, blame it on my pickup truck alibi. Should've scrubbed the truth before goodbye. Left a red scarf stuck behind the seat and some perfume smell I can't delete. Now she's storming like the 4th of July, and I'm wishing I knew how to cry. If you're gonna cheat, best think goodbye. Don't trust a pickup truck alibi. She don't need no camera tape. She got 4 wheels that won't escape. Paint chips, gum wrappers, and dust. My whole story's breaking trust. Blame it on my pickup truck alibi. Every dent and detail says goodbye. Could've played it smart, but I played it dumb. Now I'm sleeping where the oil leaks from. So if you're straight, don't even try. You're right, I'll sell you out, no lie. That's the truth of a pickup truck alibi. The gas tank low, she knew I wasn't watching late night shows. Radio preset on a love song station, that ain't my taste. That's temptation, that's temptation. On my pick-up truck alibi.